Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean, Autotopia LA, and we are back here at the Matranga collection. Today we're here with Kent. We're about to dig into a mind-boggling 66 Chevelle.
The concept behind this one is that I wanted it to be somewhat cartoonish, but I wanted it to be able to drive and run and to go around corners, and so it's not your typical pro street Chevelle. It's got an independent rear suspension, independent front suspension, automatic transmission, Art Morrison chassis. The engine is a 565 cubic inch Chevrolet big block.
It is, okay.
It's got an 871 blower on it. It's pretty well...
I could tell it has a blower on it.
But it's set up to where it runs and drives good on the street. It doesn't overheat. I don't have a lot of boost being built in the motor. It only runs about 12 pounds of boost. So.
What do you make power-wise?
Right now, the way it's set up now, it's about 840 horsepower.
Wow.
So if I changed a few pulleys on the blower, it could make 1,000 horsepower easily.
Yeah.
But I want something that I can drive on the street that doesn't, surge when you're sitting at a stoplight, or, it doesn't overheat. So this is the best of both worlds. It looks mean and nasty, but you can drive it. We wanted to keep the blower low enough to where you could see. It still blocks a little bit of your vision out the passenger side, but we lowered the motor as far as we could in the chassis. We had a custom oil pan built for it so that it could raise up so it doesn't drag the oil pan on the ground as you're going in and out of driveways and that kind of stuff. So,
and you said it's an automatic transmission. What transmission?
700 R4 overdrive transmission.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got that overdrive gear so you can cruise on the freeway.
Freeway is great. It runs about 2,200 going about 80 miles an hour down the freeway. So the overdrive comes in handy, but just driving around on surface streets, we'll put it into the drive gear so it doesn't bog down. Yeah, so the concept on the motor is I wanted it to be all motor in the engine compartment. So we hid all the wires, all the hoses.
I gotta imagine you've got a brake kit going on this thing.
Yeah, so it's got Wildwood a brake package on it, disc brakes all the way around, front and rear.
Yep.
It's got a proportioning valve to adjust the brakes from front to rear. And I'm also running a master cylinder as a Kugel under the dash unit. So the master cylinder power booster's under the dash, and then I also have an electric pump on it as well. So it's electric booster pump on top of the boosted brakes.
On top of the booster. Wow.
Yeah.
So you just got a ton of brake on this.
Yeah.
And what are these wheels? They're such great looking wheels on here.
Yeah, they're actually billet specialty wheels. We painted them with a textured paint and made the custom center caps.
Let's dig in here, because your interior, like everything else on this car, is really, again, tastefully done.
Yeah, so it's got a full roll cage in it with the power and everything. We thought it would be best to have a full cage in it.
For sure, yeah.
Gabe Lopez did the interior. We started out with a set of Recaro race seats, and he cut them down a little bit and made them fit, and then built the center console. And we got rid of the back seat because it's really not usable anyway because of the roll bar. And just kind of made a package tray back there to store some stuff on. I went with a two-tone, kind of a black and gray interior just to kind of break it up a little bit. I like the two-tone on the interiors. The color is, it's a 2001 Bentley Sapphire Blue. So it looks black inside the shop here.
It really does.
But when we take it outside, there's a little bit of pearl in it, and you'll see the blue tint come out. So it's a sapphire blue, which my dad actually had a Bentley that was this color, and it was like, hey, I like that color. So why not?
Yeah. Man, just stellar. I mean, the part I'm looking forward to, and I'm sure you guys are right now too, is like, we'll put the hood back down, we'll fire it up, we'll go cruise around your neighborhood a little bit. And
sounds like a plan.
I'm dying to be in this car.
Yeah,
just dying to be
I think you'll like it.
I'm excited about it. We're gonna go for a drive, you guys. Head over to atlamerch.com where you'll find the core crew shirts, stickers, hats, keychains, and of course, the hot chick shirt. Now let's go for a drive. Wow, it wants to go, doesn't it?
It does.
Do you know this is the first time I've ever driven a car that has an exposed blower? I've driven plenty of supercharged cars where, you know, roots type.
It definitely affects your vision a little bit, so you'll have to pay attention to it.
God, it just wants to go. You're probably so used to the sensitive accelerator.
If you just start pushing the gas, it will smooth out.
Well, I know, I understand that part. I'm just careful about just pushing the gas on an 800 plus horsepower car.
Gotcha.
Boy, you're right though, the way this car's set up, like you could just cruise if you want.
Yep.
All right, just got my blood pumping.
Yeah, it'll go. You smell a little bit of fuel.
And then honestly, I mean, you know your car pretty well. I think I just gave it.
Yeah, you were about 3/4 maybe.
About 3/4, that's right. Wow, you really feel the rear end just sits.
Yeah, it just sits.
I love how much brake you have on here though. It's really pulling the whole time. I mean, even coming up to a stop like this, I can feel the car like it's wanting to surge forward. All right, for all you guys that like to give me trouble about not driving other people's cars like I stole it, we've turned the car over to the owner to drive it like he stole it.
So we'll use a line lock. So basically, you take your foot off everything, you turn this on. Okay, now when I step on the brake, it's only putting brake fluid to the front brakes.
Right.
So the back brakes have no fluid going to them. You ready?
Yep. Awesome. Truly an amazing car from our friend Kent Matranga. Here's a few more Chevelles to check out as we say thanks for hanging and watching, and we'll see you in the next one, you guys. All right, man, later.
Is there any cops over there? I'm gonna launch it right here.